completing transactions. There are always impediments to completing a transaction. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it, right? As the old adage goes. Sometimes, however, a lot of these impediments and a lot of these roadblocks are often internal with one of the parties. We see it all the time. We've seen it over the years, over and over and over again, where the principal, the ownership, they really don't want to let go, but then they know it's the right time to exit. So already there's a little bit of that consternation as far as should they move forward. Then you add in all the voices around them, chirping, as I like to call it, whether it's advisors, whether it's internal staff, minority partners, whatever it might be, everybody's got an opinion. And usually, however, most of those opinions are protecting their own self-interest. So if you're the principal or if you're one of the facilitators trying to get the deal done, and you know that these are objections that you're going to hit and going to have, you can often be proactive by simply pointing out, this is why this person's saying this, and this is why this person's saying that. Sometimes it's not the easiest conversation to have, but the truth's the truth. And we've seen it over and over again. Companies losing out on transactions simply because everyone has their own self-interest in mind. Now, that said, how do you avoid that, right? Well, it's one of the reasons why we're using our acumen, our experience, our bench, and extending this out on a client basis with our management consulting services. By having it all come from one source, or at least we're all on the same page. And the goal that we have in mind is doing what's best for the client. Because ultimately, we want to be a part of the exit scenario for that client, whether it be an M&A transaction, whether it be a potential IPO, whatever it might be. If we can be the advisor for that transaction, that's a win for us. Now, we also understand the only way we're going to be that advisor if we're at an early stage from a consulting basis is if we can prove ourselves out as being valuable consultants for the company. So we like to say that that's it's a win-win arrangement. We're going to do what's best for the company, and the company knows that. So when we're out there looking at potential solutions, we're not looking at it from an individual point of view. That often you will find independent advisors, whether they be fractional officers or professionals, whatnot, where they're just looking to, protect their own, viability for that business. Now we're going to look at it for what's best for the business as a whole. And that's what we do. Stony Hill Advisors. Like to learn more about us, do reach out.